Welcome to Let's Talk R&R with Tony and Lisa. Today's podcast, not everyone has commitment issues. Let's go to the throne. Hello, family. This will be the final episode of Season 1. We will continue to give you new content via our Relationship Wednesday editions of the podcast until our June 14th return for Season 2.
What better way to end the season than to have a discussion about the one brother that didn't have commitment issues, Daniel.
Right.
So, I was reading Daniel, and I got quite excited that there was a brother that had not one commitment issue.
I think that's a dig.
No, but seriously, Daniel was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they started out getting the opportunity to, be with the king. And there was a special menu planned. And Daniel, along with 3 other brothers, said, we don't want to defile ourselves. So we don't want to have the quote unquote finest food from the king. Let us eat the vegetables and drink water, and there was a concern that they would look haggard and things of that nature. And he said, well, just test us. Give us 10 days, if I'm not mistaken. Give us 10 days and let's see how it turns out. And God granted them favor, and they looked better than the men that were eating this finest food, if you will.
Vegetarians of today would probably say the same thing. They look better since they stopped eating meat. So.
Very true. But, Daniel's story it had me thinking about my commitment. How committed am I? If I were faced with the lion's den, would I turn? Because, he was faced with the lion's den, and not once do they say that he said, hold on, wait a minute now. I didn't. Hold on, wait.
Wait a minute.
Let me think about this for a minute. But, what happened was they were trying to find fault with Daniel. There was jealousy, and they couldn't find fault with Daniel. So what do? You go to the king and you say, hey, listen, let's set up this law because, you are dope. You should be honored and revered for 30 days. You the man.
Just gassing him up.
Yes, gassing him up.
Gassing up King Darius.
Up a law where they have to worship you for 30 days. No one else, nothing else. He's like, you know what? You're right. Ego. I am the man.
Ego. There it is. You're right.
You're right.
I am awesome.
But see how people can get you caught up in some stuff?
For sure.
Set you up?
Yep.
So lo and behold, he signs off on this thing, and they go find Daniel doing what?
Praying
to God. He didn't close windows. He didn't hide. He knew the law was in place. He didn't hide. He didn't change his routine. He continued as he had always done.
Yep. Didn't care.
They said, yo, D, let me holler at you real quick about your boy. Okay?
Now, I know he know the law.
I'm just saying. And when they bring it to the king, he is distressed.
Yeah.
Because he, come on, he knows Daniel's a good guy.
Yeah, he got favor.
Right, but can't change the law. So what does he do? He ends up putting Daniel in the lion's den. He can't sleep that night. He don't want entertainment. He don't want no food.
But interesting, what did he say to Daniel before he put him in?
Yes.
He said, pray to your God.
Yes.
That he saves you.
That he saves you. Isn't that something?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Pray to your God that he saves you.
Mm-hmm.
So even though he wasn't praying to Daniel's God, he told Daniel, pray to your God that he saves you.
Right.
And I just find it amazing that.
Well, that happens today, though. I mean, you see, certain people that aren't walking with God, but they know you are.
Yeah.
And so they'll come to you. Oh, can you pray for? Oh, can you do this? Oh, and like, wait a minute, you do know you can pray yourself, right?
Yes.
But they feel that, they're not walking with him, or they're not in a position where they, can pray to him.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that just popped into my spirit right there, because you see that a lot.
You do.
For a lot of different reasons. People may not feel like they're worthy enough.
Right.
But that also shows that Daniel's walk lined up with what he said, you know?
Yeah.
Which is another thing that you don't always see today.
Yeah.
You know, people say they love the Lord. They say they follow God. But we can't hear them over their actions, right?
Exactly.
And that's what you always say.
Can't hear them over their actions. That's right. That's right.
So their walk doesn't line up with what they're saying.
Yeah.
So that just shows, to me, it shows Daniel, the way Daniel was moving.
Yeah.
He knew, all right, go ahead, you pray to your God.
Yeah.
So I thought that was pretty interesting.
It is. But not once did they say, Daniel cried out. Daniel said, no, hold on, wait a minute, they're setting me up. Mm-hmm. Did he try to pull away, run out?
To run.
And it's not funny, but,
Because I know me, I'd have been, catch me if you can.
It's amazing because what did God do? The lions' mouths were closed. Mm-hmm. And in the morning, the king ran and said, Daniel, are you there? Are you okay? And Daniel says, I'm here. I'm good. And he came out unscathed. Mm. How many times have we ended up in the lion's den that not someone else put us in? We put ourselves
in. Yeah.
Right? And God saves us.
And we come out unscathed.
Mm. And here's the thing. And then can I tell you, we'll go right back into the same lion's den?
Same lion's den. Saying, they didn't bite me this last time, so...
So maybe, perhaps.
Maybe I can get away with it again.
Right. Right. But, after I read that, I had to change my prayer and ask God, give me Daniel type of courage. I want that type of courage and commitment and faith.
Yeah.
It was,
And then twofold, it also shows a side of, like what's in the word is that, things that are meant for your bad, he turns for your good.
Absolutely.
And again, we don't know what that did for Darius's faith.
Yeah, but didn't he tell everyone to now begin to worship Daniel's God? Right.
He did. But don't say he started. He told everybody else to do it. You know what I'm saying? It don't say that King Darius started worshiping and he told his people. It just said he told everyone.
See, now I got to go read it again. Maybe I missed that. Maybe he did.
Yeah, maybe he did.
Maybe he did.
I don't know. Our pastor always said, well, what did the word say? We can't put our own.
Absolutely right. Yeah, absolutely right. So we will go back and read that for clarification.
But what he did do was the people that tried to set Daniel up.
Yes.
he took care of them and their families.
I know. I'm like, you couldn't just take the three of them. You took them, their wives, and their children.
How jacked up is that? I do something foul, and then they come grab me, and then they grab you, and they grab Ned. They grab.
Let me holler at you real quick.
They grab me,
I'll be like, look here. He did it. I didn't have nothing to do with it. No, but you know what? To be realistic, we have to consider that because at the end of the day, you may not physically see the ramifications on your children's lives, but something may potentially happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just don't believe that when you do something of that magnitude, that the punishment, if you will just fall on you.
Right.
But
they say sins of the father, so.
Right. It's a ripple effect.
Yeah, so I may not get it, and this generation of children may not get it, but their children may get it.
Right.
Or their children's children may get it.
Right.
But somewhere down the generational line, the reaping will come of what is sown.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. So we definitely have to think about those things, But, man, I just think about if they ask, and again, we look at sometimes we're in positions where it would be easy and more comfortable to conform to what's going on in that room or in that area or on that day.
Right.
as opposed to being steadfast in your commitment.
Right.
And your beliefs.
Right.
You know, how often do we say, well, you know what?
Well, I'm here, so I might as well.
I might as well. It's only an hour, you know.
Right.
I don't really mean it.
Right.
You know.
Right. It's kind of like when I used to fast every Wednesday. And that's always seemed to be the day they want to give free lunch. Somebody wants to buy me lunch. I'd be like, come on, Jesus. Really? That's what we doing? Y'all can't buy me lunch any other day of the week except Wednesday? Like, that's the only day y'all got money? We don't even get paid on Wednesday. How you got money on Wednesday?
Yep.
You know, and it was really easy to say, well, you know what? Fine. Let me just eat. You know, it's just a Wednesday. It was hard.
And also not saying that you're fasting, just saying no thank you.
Oh, yes.
Because again, a lot of people are, you know, oh, well, no, I'm fasting. No, which is, you know, not supposed to happen either, you know.
Right. And then we excuse it. Well, you know, they keep asking.
Right.
Because I've done that. Well, they kept asking. I might as well just tell them. Or I'll just tell them this time so they'll know, you know, for every other Wednesday.
Right.
But how much of that was for Lisa's glory and not God's glory?
Ooh.
And let's, I got to be honest.
Absolutely.
I'm not going to lie. It was, you know, some of it was like, you know, hey, look at me. Look what I'm doing for God.
Yeah. and hoping other people, oh, wow, Lisa fast? Oh, she must really love God.
Right. And it was like, really? Really, Lisa? That's what we doing?
But again, Miss Yolanda would have called you out.
Would have?
Why are you telling me that?
Has. Okay.
I don't need to know that. Shout out to Miss Yolanda.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Oh, man.
Yeah, Daniel is awesome. It is definitely a book I enjoyed reading. Yeah, definitely. No commitment issues with him at all.
At all. If we could all have that type of commitment, right?
Yeah, well, you know what? Some of us do. We just committed to the wrong thing.
Say that.
Say that. Right. So, again, you know what? It's not necessarily commitment issues. It's what are you committed to? And I think that's the key. That's
a good question.
Yeah. And Daniel made that commitment and he kept it. See, we make commitments.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll come and I'll do what I said and I'll be there. Yes, sickness and in health, you know, rich or poor. Hello. Sickness coming, you be like, I don't know.
I don't know if I could take care of you like that.
Right. But you know, but that's what you would hope when you read the word, that it would have you to really think about the space that you're currently in. You know, can I be that committed? And be honest with yourself. If you can't, you need to be honest with yourself.
Because he knows.
Only from that place can we grow and work.
Right.
You know, God, I can't. So help me. Because you said I can do all things through you, but I cannot.
Exactly. Again, like you said, just confessing that to him.
Yeah.
Lord, I need help. You know me. And he like, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm glad you didn't say, oh yeah, I'll be committed. No, you won't. I know you won't. But you say, Lord, you know me. I'm gonna need help.
Listen, commitment for me was just a difficult word I couldn't really spell. I didn't know nothing about that. Commitment.
Oh my gosh. I can't.
I'm just saying, listen, I have grown and I have evolved. Praise God. Thank you, Jesus.
Yes, you have. Yes, you have. See? We all have. We both have, I should say.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, that's awesome. So that's something to think about while we're on our little hiatus, right, family? The commitment. Do you have the commitment of Daniel? Can you develop the commitment of Daniel?
More importantly, what are you committed to?
There you go.
What is your commitment to? Does that thing deserve your commitment?
I love it.
Me too. I'm going to think about that.
All right, there you have it, family.
Well, you know what? Wait a minute now. You can't just close out the season without talking about the book, without, hello?
You're right.
What are we doing?
You're right. Go ahead, do your thing.
Am I doing my... Well, I figured you would bring it up. I don't want to seem like, it's all about me. So you bring it up, I'm going to talk about it.
Okay. Let me bring it up. All right, family.
Yeah, come on, see? Bring it up. Be natural, though. Be natural.
All right, family. Before we close out, we definitely want to let you know about the wonderful book that Lisa has out. It's called Have You Ever Heard a Butterfly Cry? It's available on her IG, and I'll let her run that down for you. Let the family know.
I can't believe you brought this up. That's so sweet. Thank you.
You know what? She's so modest, family. So modest.
Yes, the book.
And so humble.
I am, I'm telling you. The book was released April 19th, Mommy's birthday, which was wonderful. It is Have You Ever Heard a Butterfly Cry? That title was given to me, oh my goodness, what, about 8 years ago? About 8 years ago. I tried to give it away. God was like, listen, we could do this all day long. It was like a tennis match that I was losing. And I'm excited about it. It's a wonderful journey about transformation, about triumph, about challenges and pitfalls and pain. You're going to laugh, you're going to cry, you're going to get mad. You might cuss. True. You might cuss a little bit.
Very true. Very true.
It is on Amazon, Barnes and Nobles, Indigo Bookstore. Yes, Indigo Bookstore.
That's awesome.
It is on IG. Authentic_author 911. That's my IG page. It is on my website, lisavtatestevenson.org. Get it. And we're going to have the Audible soon.
Yes.
So we are super excited about that. Yeah. This book is, it has revealed some things to me in the midst of writing it. So I pray that it gives you what you need, and it speaks to your spirit, and it speaks to your journey. And I pray that it reminds you that regardless of what life throws at you, you will stand. That all the scars that you wear and sometimes hide add to your value. They do not lessen your value. You know, and embrace it. Take your power back. Read this book. Take your power back and let these people know that those things, those life sentences that they handed to you, they don't define you. Give those bags back. It's not yours. I love it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It's a great book. I read it. I'm reading it, I should say. And yeah, it's definitely an emotional roller coaster for sure. So definitely pick up the book. We also have merchandise as well.
Right.
That's available on the website.
Yeah.
Kings and Queens. So check it out. And we will be back in a month.
Yes, indeed.
But continue to listen to Relationship Wednesday. We have some wonderful content that's still coming out every Wednesday. Some wonderful interviews with some amazing people sharing their journey with God.
Yeah.
And it's a beautiful thing. We got some awesome people that are coming up. So definitely stay tuned, family.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks for supporting us this first season. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. And we look forward to sharing more of God's Word, our relationship, and what it looks like, and having fun and enjoying God.
There you go.
And each other. All right. There you have it. Love and blessings, people. Love and blessings. Thank you for listening to Let's Talk R&R with Tony and Lisa. Follow us on Instagram at Let's Talk R&R, where we welcome your feedback.